Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 7, season 3 of the Hey Guys Fantasy Football Talk Show. You got JJ and the Commish in one of our penultimate episodes of the season. I can't believe we made it this far. We are in the playoffs. That's going to be our focus point for the episode. We're going to break down a lot of matchups we have coming up in week 15 of the NFL season, so we're glad to have you with us. And Jack, welcome again to another amazing episode. How are you doing? How have you been? We got the holidays coming up, man. There's a lot to look forward to.
Sure is, man. We got Christmas football this year. It's going to be a great time. And the playoffs are here. This season flew by. I feel like we just drafted like 2 weeks ago, and we're already in the playoffs. We got a lot to break down, a lot of interesting matchups. Already some live action going on in Thursday Night Football that we're definitely going to want to cover. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, we got some legacy games going on in front of our eyes, so we got a lot to look forward to. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 playoff bracket for the league. You're looking at it right here. We got some returners, we got some new faces. Jack, I mean, I don't got much to say because unfortunately the you're not seeing my name up there. Um, the commish could not get it done. And even if I won last week, I actually wouldn't have made it in because you and Ollie decided to tie I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I probably
It's
would have done
fine.
the same.
I'll take the Shan for it. It's yeah, did
Yeah,
what we
definitely.
did.
Yeah, I
And I'm
what
glad we did it because if it had been you that got screwed, I'd have felt bad. But it wasn't you, so I don't
it
feel
was
bad at
not.
all.
I I'll take that. I appreciate that. I would have
Yeah,
felt a lot differently if I would have been the one snubbed, but
for sure.
hey, it is how it is. But congratulations, Jack. Another playoff appearance. It's
Thank
like
you.
clockwork at this point. And so talk to me. We'll go into a lot of the key matchups here, but how's the bracket shaking up so far?
The bracket is interesting. There's a lot of parity in this bracket. The only matchup where there isn't much is probably mine. This was not my best season, honestly. It was my worst regular season yet in this league. Still managed to squeak into the playoffs, so I'm grateful for that. Grateful for Ollie for going for the tie with me last week. But facing off against the juggernaut Perone, yeah, we'll dive deeper into these matchups in a minute. But we got two 8-6 teams going off against each other. We got a 9-5 against an 8-6 team. The league was super tight this year, which is great to see all around in a 14 player league with two flex spots. It's good to see everyone remains competitive.
I agree, and I think that will make it much more competitive playoff bracket. Wouldn't be surprised to see all upsets here, or at least a lot of them. So I completely agree. But there's a lot of details to go over. We got players out in week 15. We got guys that are looking to have huge games. So I say we get into it. JJ, the man himself, nice enough to throw together this beautiful graphic, just telling us what's going on. So we're starting with the 8 versus the 1, David versus Goliath. Jack, don't count yourself out, buddy. Because I would be if I were you, but week hasn't even started. How are you feeling about your chances going up against the man himself, Nick Brown?
Bad. To put it short, I'm feeling pretty bad. Uh, I mean, Perone's team is insane. You look at those first four guys right there, and that's just absurd. Like those four guys could very well beat my whole team. And not only that, but Mr. Drake London didn't get the memo that it's playoffs. Decided to sit this week out again. So as you can see, my two starting receivers are Chris Godwin and Andre Yoshivas, who neither of which were on my roster 2 weeks ago. So you hate to see that. The team is banged up. Achan, Hawkinson, and Marks are all coming in with injury tags. We're starting two Panther running backs. Like this, my team's not looking good. I told Devon to get in the locker room and try and lift the boys up, try and inject some of his insane fantasy play into them. But only time will tell.
Listen, I think you know where your strengths are at the very least. If you're gonna pull the upset, and listen, an 18-point swing is not the most that I've ever seen be performed. So it's not
It's
like it's the
happened.
end of the world. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be an 8-chan and Dowdle storm. Your running backs are gonna have to have some days, and they have some decent matchups coming up in a week 15. But yeah, it is the Princeton alum Io Shavas. Have him on my dynasty league. He's let's just say he's a third string. He's not the guy you want to be starting when it's all on the line.
No.
It's all you got. And I think a good note for you actually is I'm looking at McCaffrey and Taylor going up against the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Two really good run defenses. Actually, two of the better run defenses in the league. So if you're gonna have an opportunity, it could be in the running back matchup here. But um, you know me, Jack. I know that Drake May is gonna put up 50 fantasy points against
He
the
has
Buffalo
to.
Bills.
It's gonna happen. Does this clinch the division if you guys win this game?
Probably because then we'll have
Yeah.
beat Buffalo twice. So,
Right?
and we're coming off the bye. I feel good about the pass this week. Let's just say that.
Let's hope Drake May got some good eats and some good cuddles from me and Michael May.
Jack, it's Bakemas, bro. You're not hearing about this?
Of course I've heard about Bakemas.
Bro, we're not talking enough about Bakemas. It's his the season. New tradition here in New England. So anyway, yeah, Drake's gonna be ready to go. So it's gonna be an uphill battle for Breeze Nuts, but man, I'm not counting you out.
No. This
The
isn't
8 versus the
unfamiliar
1,
territory. We've been here before.
I like
Let's
that.
make some magic happen.
Get your boys ready. You need a pump up speech that'll define a generation because that's the way you're gonna do it. But hey, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, this sums it up. This is what I'm looking for. Some Jimmer Fredette magic, some Florida Gulf Coast 15 seed magic. Like we're gonna need
Cool.
some crazy stops to pull this one out.
I was trying to figure out if you were comparing yourself to Fredette, which
I'm
you're
hoping
just
I'm
like
being,
him.
yeah,
Honestly, I can see the resemblance.
pretty similar.
Yeah, Mormon.
Nick
No.
Legend.
Hoops, college hoops legend. Cool. I love the precedent. Let's move on to our next matchup. We got 2 and 7 boys, Ollie and Evan. The other team that managed to tie with you, Jack, went in on the Devil's deal, is our boy Ollie over on the left-hand side. Sneaks in 7-6-1 and goes up against a solid team in the good guys, but I actually think this could be a pretty close game. We actually see the 7 seed projected 6 points higher. So if I'm seeing an upset in round one, I think this is the one I'm taking.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Gander's got that two-headed monster of Josh Allen and Bijan Robinson. But you look at Ollie's team, he probably has the best receiving core in the league. He's got JSN, who's been the best this whole season. Wandale's been great lately. CD will be playing against Minnesota, who has one of the worst secondaries in the NFL. And Jameson Williams, who was, a coin flip, but could easily get you 20 points on a given week. So yeah, there's just a lot of boom bust potential, and I think, yeah, I'd give a slight advantage to Ollie here as well.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty surprised with the lineup I'm seeing from the good guys that they're the two. Um,
Yeah.
no disrespect. It's not a 2 seed kind of roster. I mean, like Josh and Bijan, great. And like Ferguson has been one of the better tight ends, but just like your flex players and your receiving core, that's the biggest swing for me. Like I feel like all these receivers are just gonna put up so many more points.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
also Ollie's rolling out Bam Knight, so
It's true. which isn't great. Yeah, shout out to Trey Benson who sat on my IR the whole season and didn't even get activated in his practice window. Throwback to when Huddy offered me Travis Etienne for him, and I said no. What an idiot I was.
Forgot I did that.
Yeah, holy shit.
Dang, I would have been.
Anywho, yeah, I just
Anyway,
don't see Jerry Judy putting up any type of points in the negative 20-degree weather in Chicago this weekend.
no, I'm with you. I think it's going to be a close match, but yeah, I'm seeing an upset, but again, there's a lot that could go wrong for both teams here, so I think it'll be an entertaining matchup for sure. Let's move on to the four and the five, probably the closest match traditionally that we have. Scott and let's go Dorf. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of big names. Dorf has had a lot of success and a lot of failure amongst his different players. I think his running back team has really filled out, and it's what he's hoping for. Swift, Genty, Henry, those are three guys that you can depend on every week. Then you look at his receivers. We're starting Mac Hollins. And listen, Dorf is the no shoes guy. Dorf is as much of a Patriots fan as I am, but even I wouldn't be starting Mac Hollins in a fantasy football league.
Yeah,
Um,
that guy's just not very good. Uh,
yeah, he's gonna get his 130-yard catch, which will be
yeah,
great. It'll be a great catch.
they will, but that's it. The volume's just never there.
Right. Um,
And speaking
and
of
with
volume,
sure.
someone that will be the key player in this matchup, not pictured on the screen, is Marvin Harrison Jr. If he suits up for the Cardinals this weekend, I'm going to give the advantage to Scott. But if he doesn't,
Ooh.
the last 2 weeks we have seen Michael Wilson turn into prime Jerry Rice. Over 30 points in back-to-back weeks. He joined Drake London as the only two receivers this year to be wide receiver one in multiple weeks, and at the perfect time right before playoffs. So if he can keep that momentum going, then Dorf is going to be in good shape, I think.
It was reported that Marvin Harrison Jr. did not practice on Thursday. And
Okay.
but let's not forget that Scott has McBride.
He does.
It definitely affects Wilson more though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Arizona offense might actually or decide the result of this matchup. So that's really interesting. Yeah, Michael Wilson on my dynasty team as well. Was gonna drop him like 2 years ago. Like had nothing to show for.
Yeah, dude, I drafted him in this league this year. In the last round, he was my last pick.
Dang.
Dropped him after week three and because he had like two total catches.
Right.
And now I'm starting Andre Yoshivas. I could use this guy right now.
Dorf players are hitting at the right time because not only does they have Michael Wilson, but Terry McLaurin is finally playing football.
Yeah.
After getting the bag, he was just like, nah, I'm gonna be hurt for 12 weeks. And just comes back to win his fantasy managers the chip. So yeah, Dorf underdog by 9 points projected right now. Hopefully he switches out the Colts defense because they're playing one of the best offense in the league. But anyway, I think this will be a very close matchup. It'll be interesting to track, and we will keep you all updated. But let's move on. Last but certainly not least, we have we have Kyle Pitts. We have the Kyle Pitts dynasty. Can we get a live update? JJ, you got the
We
numbers?
have live update from Kyle Pitts right now is sitting, let me do the math, 30.7 fantasy points. Seven
Bro.
catches for 117 and two touchdowns. This game is still midway through the third quarter, and Kyle Pitts is on pace for 40, if not more.
Last week we said dark horse Nabil if he makes it in. And nothing helps your success like your tight end having a legacy game. Literal legacy game. I mean, he has never put up numbers like this, right?
No,
Um,
never. This is the player we were promised when he was drafted fourth overall. Kyle Pitts that cannot bust, they said. And guess what? He's been
cannot.
busting the whole time until tonight.
I the numbers are already looking crazy for this matchup because of Pitt's game on Thursday night. So um this story might already be written. I think we're seeing the six over the three. I don't think Tyler's gonna be able to come back from this. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, he has some good guys here, but
Yeah, it's
you
gonna
get
be an
Dart
uphill
back.
battle for sure.
Yeah, it's not looking likely. And to round out the rest of his roster, like Nabil has he has a good squad.
Yeah, getting Omari and Hampton back at the right time. We saw him score a touchdown last week with probably limited snaps, so I expect a little more usage out of him in Kansas City on Sunday. Yeah, this team is getting hot at the right time.
Totally agree. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun team to watch go through the playoffs.
Yeah, the
But
fucking Buccaneers just scored. They threw a touchdown to Devin Culp. Who the fuck is that? Egbuka, Godwin, all these guys. Who is Devin Culp? Why is he taking our fucking fantasy points? Holy
dude,
shit.
like Jalen McMillan is still out here getting catches. Like I need Ibuka and you need a Godwin and like Mayfield. What are we doing? Come on.
Yeah, they each got like two grabs.
Um,
Ugh.
all right, so we're working with Fox with this week. The Hey Guys Fantasy Football Talk Show is always working with the big names, and we're taking our picks for this week. We got the live odds coming in. Like we mentioned, Kyle Pitts actually favored against the Squirtle Squad. I would love to take that money. And Breeze Nuts sitting at plus 230. I don't know, man. I like that. I get a lot of money if you win, Jack.
Not bad odds, but yeah, just tells you how tough this one's gonna be.
Certainly going to be tough. But let us know in the comments if you're walking up in the Vegas Strip, who you throwing a couple racks down on.
Give us
You
your
know,
parlays. This is gonna be fun.
give us the parlays. We'll shout out the best the best winner. Um, so yeah, but that'll do it for our week one playoff preview. Come back next week. We're gonna cover the results and see who's gonna make it on to the semifinals. It'll be fun to recap. I think we're gonna have a fun week of football with the bye week over and all of our teams, most of them anyway, shooting for playoff positions. Jack, it is a very fun time to be consuming the NFL right now. Welcome back, NFL rankings.
Take us
And
through, buddy. We got some changes here. We got a little shakeups in the 6 to 10 range, and yeah, the NFL is just cinema right now. There is so much awesomeness going on.
yeah, I completely agree. And the theme this week is out with the old, in with the new. I'll be honest, I had a few teams up on this list the last couple of weeks that maybe it was about time I moved them down, but I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have enough evidence against them, but it's finally hit. Teams like the Buccaneers losing to the New Orleans Saints, teams like the Eagles getting yet another loss against the Chargers. Indianapolis Colts, we'll definitely talk about them. Teams that we were we thought would be better than their record is. And this late in the season, there's no hiding from it. So we got a lot of new guys on the bottom half of the list. But anyway, moving through one through five, no movers in the one, two, or three. I think Rams, Seahawks, and possibly the Lions stay very comfortably in these spots. With a matchup this week, Sunday, Rams, Lions, I'm going to be watching that game. That'll be
That's
here for
that's gonna be
sure.
awesome.
Patriots sitting at four. We crushed the bye week, got it done. I think we won by like 30 or something. So we play the Bills again. at Gillette this Sunday. I'm excited for that game. Really hoping that we can get the 2-0 against them, but we will see. Um, the Denver Broncos still winning the games that they need to, and I will put them up at 5 for right now. They are about to go on a gauntlet, Jack. It's something
Tell
like
me.
the Packers, the Chiefs, Chargers, some tough games to round out the season. So we're gonna see if they truly deserve this spot, but I think they deserve the 5 right now. Moving up to 6, give me the Houston Texans. What better defense is there in the NFL right now?
There isn't one. This team is clicking on all cylinders right now. That pass rush is terrifying. The secondary is insane. Uh, they made the Kansas City Chiefs look like shit. It was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
absolutely. Texans almost pretty much eliminated the Chiefs from playoffs. It's an entertaining race in the AFC South because 5 weeks ago you were like, oh yeah, like Colts are running away with it. Like completely different now. It's Jags and it's Texans, and it's I think the Texans are going to take the division. But anyway, they're on a heater at the right time. Green Bay Packers, great win against the Chicago Bears in Lambeau with a Caleb Williams interception to seal the game. Nothing quite like that. 8, we got the Bills. You know, we'll see if they stick around here. If they lose to my Patriots again, they might have to drop down a few spots, but we'll see. Jacksonville Jaguars, nice win against the Colts. We see Daniel Jones go down devastatingly with an ACL tear. And you would think, oh, maybe they turn to A-Rod, who's also injured, turn to, another guy who's been playing football in the last 5 years, but no. But no, it I don't know I don't know what conversation in the front office led to this, but welcome back to the NFL, Philip Rivers.
Funk is
Congratulations.
back. Yeah, you would have thought they'd have maybe 10 other guys they could reach out to before him. He is 44 years old. He hasn't played in 4 years. He's a fucking grandpa, and he's coming into the NFL again. They signed him to the practice squad. I'm guessing he's going to end up playing. This is ridiculous.
Jack, it might get ugly because not only are you playing an NFL game this Sunday, but they're playing the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Pretty good defense. Actually,
We
having
saw
pretty
what they
good.
did to Minnesota.
Yeah, this might be Max Brosmer 2.0. I mean, listen, to watch Rivers go off would be so fun. Like, bring me
Absolute
back,
scenes. Yeah,
you
please.
know, bring me back to when I was like 12 years old and watch him slinging it to Keenan Allen. But I'm just expecting that not to happen. We got to be realistic.
Yeah, no, I find it hard to believe his prop for passing yards, assuming he gets a start, was like a buck 50. Uh, yeah, I don't know if he's got it in him still, but I hope he does. Phil, we had a great time watching you when we were children, but it's crazy to see you still here.
Yeah, crazy is the right word. But
Yeah,
hey, we'll see what happens. But anyway, Jags
we
get the
will.
dub, and they're sitting at 9. Rounding out the list, Los Angeles Chargers. It was ugly. It took some grit. It took Justin Herbert making shit happen. Yeah, Lad, if you caught that touchdown, if Lad McConkey caught that touchdown, and Mecca Buka caught a wide open touchdown, your boy could have won that game. Wouldn't have mattered because it still wouldn't have been in the playoffs. Anyway, that's the past. Yeah, Los Angeles Chargers sitting at 10. If Herbert gets more healthy, and Omarion Hampton is back in full form, this team could be scary. But that's the list. Jack, I actually feel pretty good about this one this week.
Yeah, thanks for putting this together, dude. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. It's crazy. A lot of these teams have all, I mean, it's like they all have had some really shitty losses this year, except your Patriots. Um, and
We
yet
lost to the
still
Raiders
they're,
in week one.
oh, you did. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, every
yeah.
team here's had some real bad losses, but they're here, they're cooking, they're all sitting around that 8-9 win mark, and like the playoff picture is nowhere near set in the NFL. There is so much that could still happen. They're, very reminiscent of our league this year. It was cool of them to copy our theme. But yeah, it's going to be super exciting to see who's going to win these divisions.
Yeah, it's just like one of my favorite things is like, you're late in the season, you're watching a game, and they just pull up the playoff picture, and you're just, you see the result of a game, and like you just get to see all the breakdowns. It's a fun thing. It's entertaining. It's so weird to see like teams like the Dolphins, teams like the Falcons that like aren't eliminated yet, and you see them in the hunt. It's like, all right, are they really? Do they really have a shot? But I technically, fucking Dolphins are on a heater right now. I should
Dude, the
have them on
Dolphins
the
have the
list.
same record as the Chiefs. What is that?
That's crazy.
Through 13 weeks, and it's not like they are 10-2. They're not good.
Yeah, wild season. But that'll do it for the NFL rankings this week. Come back for some updates.
Here's an update.
Here's an update.
This is an update. Ladies and gentlemen, your boys have done it.
Maybe the first in podcast history. Jack, you got the Tennessee Titans over the Cleveland Browns. I had the Texans over the Chiefs. Both of those things happened in week 14. 2-0. 2-0 in the week. If you rode with us,
We
which
did
we
it.
we fucking did it. We're millionaires now. I
Yeah.
put dozens of dollars on these games.
Yep. I put every single penny in my bank account, like my apartment, my car, all of it. So now I have double that. So
We we would
should
have
have
been in
killed us.
crippling debt if these bets lost. But we made it 10-8. You can't deny us now. You got to trust us the whole way.
Yeah.
So we're coming back at you with some less than attractive bets, which you got to hear us out on these. I think Jack's is a little bit more
Mm.
attractive, but I wasn't in love with what I'd seen. So give me, hear me out, bro. Um, Texans Cardinals under. Come on, I want I this is gonna work.
I'm
Um,
riding with you. I mean, there's no question.
Absolutely. What you got to do it. Texans defense, one of the best in the league right now. It looks like Marvin Harrison Jr. is not going to play, and even if he does, you got Mariota. Like, you get an old Marcus Mariota, and I'm not saying I think the Texans are going to put a decent amount of points, but you know, this game's going to end like 20-17, and I'm going to hit my bet. So.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. That will be one to watch for sure. For me, I'm taking the Lions picks in LA, taking on the league best LA Rams. I think the Rams have been great. I really do. I think the Lions really need to win right now. They are in third place in the North, which is not something we expected. Um, the Bears are ahead of them, even though they're totally frauds. And the Packers are ahead of them. And then a win this week for Detroit would put them in a spot where they can still, maybe get that NFC North crown back. Yeah, there is a scenario out there where the Vikings could still win the division. I'm just saying. It's not, they're not eliminated yet.
There's
Uh,
no way that's true.
no, I'm serious.
What are you guys like 4-7? Four and
5-8. Yeah, we have to win out. Chicago and Green Bay both have to lose out, and Detroit has to go 1-3, and their only one win can be against the Bears. And we also need like the Panthers to lose and somebody else to lose. I forget.
so
Cowboys.
let's just say unlikely.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But hey, 9 looked good this week. I'm just saying, 9 looked pretty good this week. 3 tutties.
Welcome back. The potential of this kid.
Oh yeah.
It's only been 2 years. We still don't know.
He's gonna look great in orange and white next year when he's a Cincinnati Bengal and we trade him for Joe Burrow.
Sure, sure. Or you're rocking with a 5'9" Kyler Murray. Anyway,
I would be honestly fine with that. I believe in him still.
yeah, could be he'd be an upgrade.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade.
I agree with you. I was seeing numbers online this week. Lions have like a 50% chance to make the playoffs currently, so they know what's at stake. I think it's gonna be a great game, and plus six gives you a good amount of outs.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm looking at another 2-0 week here, Jack. You and
gotta
are
be.
gonna riding high.
Gotta be. We're on fire, dude.
Absolutely. Well, that is gonna do it for us in episode 7. Thank you all for watching. Um, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think is gonna happen in round 1 of the Chi-Fi Fantasy Football Playoffs. We got one of our hosts at least in the winners bracket. Jack, I wish you the best, man. You're gonna take down the 1 seed. You're gonna do us proud. I was the champ 2 years ago. You're the champ last year. We're on a heater, and I want to keep it going. So do us proud.
I'm doing it for us, man. Always have been. Best of luck to you all in your fantasy playoffs as we approach the end of this epic season. We hope you had a fun regular season ride with us, and thanks as always for watching.
Thank you all, and see you next week.